what a mind fuck to do to a kid. It's such a mind fuck. Because you're saying you absolutely know that this is how everything went down.
Right.
And there's no way that could be real. Even if the concepts of Christianity or Judaism, even if they're like they're real, that's what God really wants, there's no way you know whoever wrote that, like what they wrote. There's no way. This is human beings.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Catholic school my whole life, and I just never believed any of that stuff.
I believed in it till I was 6.
Yeah,
in first
6.
grade. I had one teacher, Sister Mary Josephine. She was such a cunt.
I bet.
She was so mean. She was so mean that I knew as a little boy, like, there's no way this could be connected to God.
No,
I was
they're
like, this
so mean.
This is an evil lady who would threaten you. If you didn't do something, you were going to have to sleep on a nail in the closet. You'd have to stay home. You're never going to get to see your parents again. She would yell stuff like that. It was like she was evil. She tortured kids.
Can you imagine that existing today?
Oh, my God. It probably does. It probably does in some very unusual religious circumstances. You know? But it's just back then, when I was a kid, that was how they taught you in Catholic school, at least that lady. My sister got a great lady, though. My sister got a lady in the same school that wasn't a nun. She was just a regular lady who was Catholic, who was teaching in a Catholic school. It didn't have to be nuns or priests.
Right. Well, I was in elementary school. It was like some teachers, and then there was some nuns and some priests. So it was a mix.
Yeah. So my sister got lucky. She loved her teacher. My teacher, she taught me everything I needed to know. I was like,
about religion.
I was like, there's no way. Not about the religion. It's just a possibility that someone like that exists.
Yeah.
Because everyone was nice to me. I was 5, 6 years old, whatever I was. My parents were nice to me. My grandparents were nice to me. Everyone was nice to me.
Except this.
And then all of a sudden, I'm in this room with this lady who is representing God, and she's fucking evil. She's mean. She wants you to cry. She would like try to get kids to cry.
Yeah.
It was weird because it was like a really good thing. It was like a really good thing because when I was like 5 years old, my parents were breaking up, and I was like, you know, when you're young and you're insecure, you're like, oh my God, like there's no stability in the world. And I started thinking about God, and I started like really getting into God. It's like a 5-year-old.
That's crazy.
It was, it was like I was looking for someone
But it makes sense.
Yeah, you're looking for someone to look after you. Someone who makes sense of this.
Sure.
Because if like the parents in your life, if the chaos in your life, you're like, there's got to be something, maybe it's God. And then going to that church and going to that Catholic school, I was like, okay, maybe it's God, but these people, this lady is not doing the work of God. Like, there's no way God knows about this. There's no way God's cool with this. There's no way God's like, she's ultimately, unless it's to be so fucking mean that you make people think for themselves.
Yeah. We had a priest, maybe Father Joe. I don't know. He came and we were about 7th grade, and people were talking about like if their dogs die and they go to heaven, and he was like, they don't, and we went ballistic.
Oh my God!
Imagine telling like a 7th grader your dog dies and doesn't go to heaven.
Oh my God!
We were just like so angry and mad. Like he had to leave the room.
First of all, bitch, how do you know?
They don't know anything.
How
but
do
I'm
you
just saying,
know?
it's like just be like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Why wouldn't you say that?
No, he never even was like, well, maybe. He was like, no, they do not go to heaven.
Because then you'd be trapped with this animals have souls too thing, and then you can never eat meat again.
Right. So it's
Does
like, just
cows
say
go
it
to heaven?
Yeah, they all go to heaven. Just every